What's in your Yo, Adrian in chat right off the bat, bro. Right off the bat, Adrian. What's good, man? What's happening? Yo, Patches too? What's up, Patches? What's everyone up to? How's everybody's day going so far? And for those of you that are chipping in, or tuning in, I should rather say, tuning in from overseas or different time zones, I hope your guys' night or day or morning is also going good. I got scammed 80 bones on a knife deck, bro. I mean, that's kind of what, man, yeah. Was it FB sale or was it resale? Yo, who was it? Maybe we can blast him. Maybe we can spread awareness. Drop the name, bro. You gotta drop that name. It was Teddy FB. Who's Teddy FB? Tell me, bro. Tell me the story. Stiggy Art in chat. Yo, what's good, Stiggy? What's happening, guys? First fingerboard sesh of the day. I think I was doing a couple kickflips today, but nothing crazy. Yeah, my kickflips are still pretty bad. Oh, but I like landing like this, and then, dang it, my thumb messed it up. There we go. I paid him Friday, and he said he'll ship, and still hasn't shipped, and I got no updates. 3D Duck FB. There are, like, knife boards being circulated right now. Fake knife boards. That's unfortunate. Me personally, guys, this is a hot take. I'm sure a lot of you guys are knife fans. I don't see the hype about them. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. It's not. They just don't appeal to me. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they're low quality. I'm not saying any of that. They just don't appeal to me. They don't grab my attention. The graphics, you know, like, I don't know. That's just a hot take. He works at Index Chicago, I think. I want to try it out. See what it's all about. That's fair. Definitely fair. Yo, guys, I dropped 130. 130 today on trucks and wheels. For a setup that's not even going to be my main setup either. Isn't that crazy? And there's a knife drop tomorrow. You will not be seeing me there, guys. If he works at Index, though, I would try to figure out what you can do to get that issue resolved. I know it's not on indexes. That's like a personal transaction or trade you got going on. Nothing to do with Index specifically, so I wouldn't really get Index involved. But I would figure out, like, hey, bro, send me my money back. Send me the board. Let's see what's going on, you know. I think he does work there. I'm not sure. I want to get the Raise water fountain curved ledge with the... It's like the little white sea ledge, and it's got the water inside of it, right? And it says Rise inside. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. It's pretty cool. I gave Sticky every roll in my Discord server. Nice. W Sticky. I just filed a complaint with PayPal. They are on Teak tuning for $50. See, and I think that's a fair price for obstacles, especially when it's like concrete or like a bunch of like other materials mixed in, like say wood, aluminum, angle iron, steel, coping, whatever, concrete. it's just whenever I look at obstacles, I'm like, nah, I'd rather just spend it on wheels or a board or something and then make my own DIY. That's just my mindset. Like, I'm not against buying new obstacles. It's just it's rare. It's a rarer occurrence. Definitely. But yeah. Let's try to lock in these trays. Yeah, it's not locked in. Not locked in. Wait, you paid him Friday? Today is Tuesday. That is a little sketchy, huh? I need to learn laser flips? Yeah, me too. Me too. Ooh, first tee? It was an ugly one. Yeah, it's been 5 days and he just keeps telling me he'll ship it out. Just ask him for your money back at that point, bro. I'll get you a knife board. For 80 bucks. I say that like I got some sort of pool in the community, you know? That's what I should just change my YouTube channel name. Instead of Sergio FB, I should just change it to Random Joe FB. Yo, come on, that was funny, guys. See, when I'm sitting down, I can do certain tricks better, but when I'm standing up, I can do like backside flips, all kinds of fun flips. I did, but I just gotta wait on a response. I want to get a knife deck or Jake PFBS Collier mold. That's interesting. Yo, what do you guys think about this, okay? I wanna shed a little bit of light on this situation, okay? Brand new Black River trucks. No, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't really care about the drama. I'm not going to shed light on it, but I'm going to ask you guys just in general. These are brand new, okay? Ungrinded. I haven't grinded them. I didn't even do flat ground, okay? That's how new these are. They're like 3 days old. They got here Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, about 3 days. Just set up. Just set up. And then I took them off, and then I set them up on this board. That's it. What would you guys value these at? Like, just out of curiosity. No ulterior motive behind this. I'm just asking. What would you guys value these for? Brand spanking new. Set up, unset up, set back up. No grinds, no nothing. Just curious. I want to know what you guys think. 60 flat at the lowest. Yeah, unless he said he's got a way to ship, that's a little while. I like Collier decks, to be honest. I want 32 mil. Yo, that's my 32 mil. Shout out Patches. Shout out Patches for this one. 60 lowest. That's like, that's fair, right? No, Duck, no. Duck, no. Ungrinded, bro. You can get these for like 68 before shipping and taxes. Brand new out of the box. These are 3 days old, bro. I wouldn't do 55, me personally. 60 the lowest, right? Like 60 the lowest, right? Not even grinded. Like I see, and this is what's crazy because I see this a lot on like resale pages. Dynamics in this condition. Okay. Dynamics brand new. They're like 47 bucks before taxes, shipping and all that crap. I see people with Dynamics in about this condition, maybe even worse, and they want like 40 bucks. See, this I would sell these for like, I mean, I wouldn't really want to sell them, but I could see these going for like 30, 35, you know, because they're grinded, they're set up, they're tweaked and modified. They're out the box though. IDK, I collect trucks. Bro, just because they're out the box doesn't mean it drops a whole 15 bucks. If we round up, okay, 68 bucks. Okay, I'm not including shipping or taxes. 68, rounded up, 70 bucks. $2 difference, right? That's like a sheet of grip. 55 to 70, that's a $15 difference for just opening them out of the box, bro, and setting them up. I don't know, bro. It's a hot take. How much for the Collier, bro? I can't sell the Collier, man. This was a gift. These wheels were a gift. The deck was the gift. The trucks were not a gift. But they look so good on this setup. And they feel good. I just gotta loosen them. They're a little tight. I mean, like I said, I haven't even tightened or loosened them, bro. That's how new they are. Is that a G15? I have a G15. Want my SB trucks? You know I want them, bro. You know I want them. I've seen people sell shredded BRTs for 30, 40. Trucks don't drop too much in price resale. Yeah, I don't. You know what's crazy? It's whoever's willing to sell it for what price, and then it's whoever's willing to pay it. You know, like people that have the money and they just want a quick purchase, and they don't want to go through shipping and taxes and all that crap, and they'll get it at a little bit cheaper. They'll be like, yeah, I'll give you $60 cash. That's reasonable. You know what I mean? Some people want to like hassle or haggle and get it down as low as they can. They want the best price possible, and I get that. You know, I'm not ever trying to get one over on anyone, but you got to know what you have too. You know what I mean? I have J4 wheels and SB trucks on my catfish board. I just get cheap trucks because I don't really care about quality. I like cheap. That's fair. Definitely fair. So, Adrian, J4s, right? We got to talk about that. Definitely. You got to try them out. Okay. What about your SBs, bro? What do we got to do to get those SB trucks? Talk to me. Where's the Switch 180s at? 32s? I'm not opposed to trying 32s, bro. I'm not. I mean, it's not my, like, ideal sought out size, but I was hoping to put them on the knife board. But you know. Yeah, I know. I hate that. Yo, by the way, shout out Patches again, though. He also sent these wheels. Pistachio 3.0 lights. Joy Colt, if you guys aren't familiar. I've been rocking these things since I set them up on this board. And holy crap. Holy crap, bro. This is a 6-ply. And you would think a 6-ply would be like uncomfortably heavy. It's not. It's really not. And the wheels got better, I feel like, after seshing them. I don't know. Those wheels are good. I could trade you 34s for the 32s. There you go. You're talking to Adrian, I assume. What wheels should I try next? I just got 71D Teak Apexes. You guys want to try a new wheel? $40 US. Kraken wheels. These things are actually really good wheels. I'm glad I got them. Oh yeah, these are good. I forgot how nice these kind of. Kraken's a cool name. I meant you if you got them. I don't use 30. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that kind of does work out for all three of us because Adrian doesn't use 34. I use 34. If I were to get 32s from Adrian, Patches would trade me 32s for 34s. I get 34s. Patches gets the 32s, and then Adrian's got to figure out what he wants. So it would kind of, yeah. You like how that works out, guys? Kraken's a cool name. It is interesting, huh? Made in Mexico, by the way. But you're able to get these on the Chem site, which is funny because Flatface is carrying Kraken trucks, but not wheels that I know of. I don't think Kraken wheels are on Flatface. So yeah, I wanted to like do some more testing with these wheels, but after I set this board up, and I was like, yo, I was seshing it, and I was just having too much fun with it. So it's like, this became the main setup for a little bit, and it's a 34 mil. It's really nice though. And I like kind of touched it up. I don't know if you guys can see, but I like extra rounded off the edges, and I rounded off the rails, I guess you'd call it, or the sides of the deck. Rounded them off real nice, gave it a nice clear coat. Pretty much refurbished it and then shredded it right after. I do like them, to be honest, but the J4s are something I'd get rid of. I want to get some fingerboarding. It's not a crime stickers. I just don't know where to. I think Black River. If you order anything on Black River, they usually send you the fingerboarding's not a crime. Not these ones. They're these. God dang it. I gotta. No, I'm not going to do that right now. They're like, you know what I'm talking about. J4s or something you'd get rid of? I wonder why, though. Patches says he likes them. I don't know what setup I'd put them on, but I guess that wouldn't be too hard to figure out, right? I guess there's a whole bunch of options. What size wheels do you like, Adrian? Do you like small wheels, like these 3.0 Joy-Con lights? Started to use my blistered wheels, and I love the feeling of the blistered wheels. Yeah, I'm really enjoying them. Was just using them. Nice. See, because these are Joy-Con 3.0 lights, the Street 1.0 wheel formula, and they're very unique feeling. They're like less grippy, and they're like softer. I don't know, but these are also pretty much brand new. I know you don't like the free spin on them, Adrian, but the offer still stands on those for whatever you might want to figure out. Fire SpongeBob sticker. You can get those guys on flat face. Just order on flat face and you'll get a bunch of stickers from Mike. Shout out Mike. Shout out Mike for making me a Mike fan again. I was not the biggest Mike fan for a while. It's true. I feel like I didn't have enough landing area. Every fingerboard company sells fire stickers. For the most part. If I'm being honest, I feel like Obvious stickers are kind of boring. They don't really have that unique diversity to them. It's usually just their logo and like blue and white. Dynamic stickers kind of bore me. Maple stickers are kind of boring. Some Black River stickers are pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie. Especially those like the bookmark ones. And then this might be another hot take. I don't care. The stickers of the team riders where they're like doing tricks with like a low angle lens. Not a big fan of those ones. I don't know why I would put a random fingerboarder on something like a sticker. But that's just my opinion. Just found a super cheap fisheye. I might get it because I don't have one. Yeah, the one I got was on Amazon, which was this guy. And it's actually a little scratched since I've had it for so long. Huh. I don't know if you can see the scratches or not. Cheap. It did the job back then. I'm going to get a newer one eventually. Probably upgrade. Unless it's Ramon. Yeah, if it's someone I know, or at least someone I'm more comfortable or familiar with, like Ramon. I don't know if Nash is on Black River. Is he? If it was sticky, I would get a sticky sticker. Yo, wait, hold on. It's funny that Sticky said, "Yo, Sticky, you should get some sticky frogs, bro." I have to get up in 6 hours. Yo, what if Sticky did a sticker drop and the only way you could see his face reveal was to purchase his stickers? Then we might be onto something. He's monetizing it. More rage bait face reveals. That is the worst place that fingerboard could slide under. Yeah, my nose is running today. If anyone's playing the new skate season, dark slides are in. You can now dark slide in Skate 3 or Skate 4. I can't do this trick right now. This is one of those tricks I'm better at standing up with. I drew my own little frog thing like Sticky's guy. I think I've drawn the Sticky frog a couple times. One of them I actually painted on a board and sent it to Sticky himself, so he's got that one. Oh. Yo, where's the kickflip back or front board, bro? Oh, that was the worst. Drop it. Kickflip front dark. I got an idea. I don't know if this is a trick. We'd probably have to have Hellhound in here to confirm or deny it, but say you did like a dark. I'm trying to like just intentionally catch it in dark slide. I don't know if I can though. There we go. Okay. What? Oh, why is it flipping all the way? So say you did a nollie or whatever into dark, and then you did a grab. Would that be an NBD? Has anyone done a dark melon grab? Anyone with sticky boards, send me a video of you doing kickflips and face reveal and say I'm sticky. I'm in Skate 3, it's so much better than Skate 4. Skate 4 is so buggy. I actually think Skate 4 is the best installment out of all the skate games, including Skate, Skate 2, Skate 3, which I was a die-hard Skate 3 player. Skate It, don't forget about Skate It for the Wii and the 3D or the Nintendo DS. And currently we're on Skate Dot, Skate Period, or Skate 4, whatever you guys want to call it. And I think it's the best, honestly. And I've put in a lot of time on Skate 3. The new season's out now. It is. It is. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not a perfect game. And having to purchase shoes, like branded shoes, branded decks, branded clothing, that's all pretty. It's kind of lame. Don't get me wrong. Because Skate 3 on launch, it had Baker, Girl, Death Wish, Creature, Almost, Real, Plan B, Blind, Crooked, Skate Mafia, I believe, was in there. Think, if you guys are familiar with what Think decks were. Habitat, Cliche, Chocolate. What else was there? I'm trying to think now. Did I say Death Wish? World Industries? Santa Cruz. There we go. Dark Star. Someone help me out here. That's just decks, though. You also had Creature Trucks, Thunder Trucks, Ventures, Royal, Crux. You had Rick the Wills, Bones, Spitfires. OJ's, I'm pretty sure, were in the game. I'm not sure, though. Don't fact check me. I want to get the skeleton in Skate 4. I only play Skate 4 because it's free on Xbox. That's fair. Yeah, I don't agree. I think they should give a bunch of people like free cosmetics. If they're gonna charge, like still give us free cosmetics, but do like limited things. I don't know. They could rearrange it a little bit. It's too much of a money grab for what that portion of the game is, but the gameplay, that for it being free to play and everything, it's like the best we've had in a skate franchise. Skate, not like Tony Hawk, not Session, not Skater XL, just the skate franchise. I think it's the best mechanically updated game we have. Are Pig Wheels still around? Currently, I don't know, but I think they were in the game. I'm all about cheap. Yeah, we should get good free cosmetics and more hilly map. More hilly map. Like more like hills to bomb. More hills to bomb, more like dams to drop in and go down, and like sewers and yeah, ditches, ravines and all that. That'd be cool. If you play the new game though, if you got Skate 4 and you by some chance bought the season pass premium edition like myself, you get access to a new portion of the Isle of Grom, which is also just the tutorial map. But there is like a big drainage area to skate, and it feels a lot like Skate 2. If you guys remember the dam, and Skate 3, there's a dam in Skate 3 too. The map's too flat. It is very flat though. I love the Skate 3. I like the Skate 3 map. If we could get the Skate 3 map, I played the Skate 3 map for 10 years, and I would still be playing it today if we had that in Skate 4. Like, that map was just really fun. You had like 3 districts. You had the campus, the university district, right? You had the Carverton Quarry, which was like what kind of district? It was like slums almost. It was like asphalt, skating a quarry, warehouses kind of thing, about like shipyards and everything. And what was the other district? The city, maybe? Yeah. There was a city with like skyscrapers and crap. There's not enough glitches to keep patching them. Yeah. That's what devs do. They just take the fun out of everything. Where'd Adrian go? To ask him about those SB trucks. Yo, I bet Adrian wouldn't be opposed to trading those SB trucks for some 32mm BRTs. I want to get Awful Deck. There's a graphic I want, but I'm not paying 50 bones. What's the graphic? Don't tell me it's the Christopher FB Pro model. I don't think he's on Awful, actually. I take back what I said. In your last short, was that a nollie flip front side tail slide? That was a clean trick. It was. That used to be one of my go-tos. Nollie kickflip front tail. Yeah, I don't know if I can do it on call anymore, but that's a fun one. Oh. You taking it? I indicate the name, but it's the green one with the person with one eye. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with awful graphics. Chris FB Thick Boy 1 or 2 usually resell. I don't know. I don't get that, bro. Like, what's the hype on that? Somebody tell me. I'm not the biggest Christopher FB fan, okay? I'm going to be open about that. I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm not a hater on the guy, you know? Like, I still try to watch his shorts when they show up in my newsfeed. Same with Jake PFB. Same with Thick Boy 3 Collier. Yeah, I'm not paying that much, bro. Lost it. A wooden 50mm board. I have a 3D printed one, but it stinks. What's the hype on 50mm boards too, by the way? Like, I see it go viral once, and then I see another person that like probably saw it go viral, and he's like, "Yeah, I need one of those." And then boom, next thing you know, the whole community has them. Like, what's the deal with that? What's up, Hellhound? They're just silly, just like a gimmick board, maybe. I've seen one in person. I went to a skate shop, bike shop / fingerboard shop. And one of the dudes that was there had a 50mm with caramel. I think it was caramel trucks. It was a big boy, 50mm. And I tried it out, and I was like, "This is just silly, bro." Like, I didn't tell him that, but I was just thinking, like, I'm never gonna own a 50mm. They're harder to do most tricks on. I'm working on setting up my own FB Discord. Yo, there you go. I ordered another Collinswood tonight. How much did that run, if you don't mind my asking? Me too. I'm also working on... Oh, okay. You're also working on Discord. Is that blurry? I couldn't tell if that was blurry. It looked blurry on the replay. I hope it's not. If I scoot back just a little bit. Because that was a nollie flip out. $73 after a 20% discount on my last order. Sheesh. It's not bad though. Especially since you've tried their boards out, so you're like comfortable. You know what you're getting into. So that's definitely something that definitely plays into your favor, I guess. Blindly spending around 70 on a board, maybe that's a little, I don't know. Like me, I would blindly spend money on a Woob, right? And not know the hype about it. I mean, I know they're hype boards, but not knowing what it feels like. So I could get behind it. I want FB, but it's too late at night. But he's throwing in one of his new molds before they release. All right. I bought a cheap router. Nice. How much? Collinswood are worth 100%. Have you tried a Collinswood sticky? I didn't know you actually had one. Yeah, this one is cruiser shape, so it's a little different shape, but same mold. Okay. When I get the money, I'm buying the blue Hello Kitty board. Just gotta assemble myself around a table, let you know if I still have my fingers. This will be my 5th one. Yeah, I'm more than confident already know that you know how to use the router, but for those that don't know how to use a router, okay? Left to right. Left to right. Don't start on this side because that board will get flung. And yeah, there's a lot more to it. You know, you got to be confident. There's also jigs, like 3D printed jigs, where you're shaping your board and you don't even get your fingers near it. Then I've also seen people where they set it up like this, like I guess we'll pretend this is the router, right? They set it up with like, god dang it, it's just okay. That'll work. They set it up in something like that, where it's just barely popping out, like 2 pieces of wood. So then you can just kind of be a little bit more comfortable with it. But yeah, I have to get one set up eventually. 65 Canadian for the router from Amazon, generic Chinese made, not bad. I tried one at last FB event. Good mold, top tier finish. All right, Sticky. Sticky going to the events. 50 US dollars. I need to get an ID laminator so I can make decks. Yeah, that's another thing I'm holding out on is an ID laminator. I've seen videos on it. I've seen people modify them. That's just another process, though. I don't know if I want to get into all that. Really? 70? No, that's not bad. Oh, cut Remo. I'll definitely make a jig so my fingers to come close. I guess that's much better. So they don't come close. Uh-oh, I forgot. I gotta block that off. Otherwise the boards fly through here and they fall off the desk and it's annoying. If that's too close. I want pancakes, IDKY. Yo, I gotta ask you something, Duck. Are you the Duck? Are you Duck FB or are you just a different Duck? Because there's been a lot of Ducks. I've met quite a lot of Ducks. I just want to know if you are the Duck that we all know. I myself, I don't believe I'm the Duck we all know. Well, there's actually been 2 Ducks that I've met. So you would be number 3. You are the 3rd installation of the Ducks. Imposter. So did you ever find patches over on Discord, Hellhound? Nice. It's like Steezy FB. Whatever happened to Zoc? You remember Zoc? There was another one. There was another kid. What was his name? Musk. Was it Musk? Just ordered my first urethane wheel. Went with abstract off-white street. A lot of people like abstracts. I've had abstracts before. They're not bad. If I'm not mistaken, I think Sticky still currently has a set of abstract wheels. I dropped them off in the night, drop box last night, so they should have shipped out today. 3 Duck FB is more unique than just Duck FB though. Oh, 3D Duck. Had to refresh the browser. Ghostface. Ghostface, also a giveaway winner, actually received his giveaway deck yesterday, or was it the day before? It was yesterday, because Sunday was mail day. Oh, man. Switch Ollie 50-50, switch Ollie out. I did as much as I could to pick a brand with, like, to know horror stories. Yeah, I feel you. It was yesterday also, bless you. Oh, I forgot. I didn't mute the freaking camera when I or the mic. That's usually what I do, so you guys don't have to hear me sneeze. I mean, like, I get the 50-50 grind part, but nothing into or out at all. I want to try Octodecks. They are made of wood. I ordered them at like 5 in the morning and saw he posted the freebie stock promotion later in the day, so hopefully I got an extra. I got the i3 set up right now. Nice. Metal, sorry. Oh, made of metal. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, you guys want a good urethane wheel? That so far I know. I mean, I don't know about G-Force. I've heard pretty good things about G-Force or blistered G-Force. A good urethane wheel, though, believe it or not, Kraken wheels. Kraken wheels are surprisingly not bad. I don't know how I would rank them quite yet. I don't know if they're like my top 3 or anything, but they're definitely a really good wheel so far. I just haven't been using this setup lately. They're very similar to relics. That's what I heard. Yeah. Actually, I heard that from you, Patches. I thought you were Ghostface because the black profile picture. I thought it was Ghostface saying they're very similar to relics, and I was like, yeah, that's what I heard from Patches. Toby, get in over there. Maple wheels right now, fire also. The abstracts are $30, which is a bigger factor for me being in Canada. Fair, definitely. Maple wheels used to be like one of my top 3 wheels. It's not like I don't like them, but I just don't really factor them in when I'm like considering a new, like, if I'm like building a good setup, I don't usually factor in maple wheels for some reason. Not like I used to. Abstracts are definitely affordable, though. I had a set, and I popped the bearing out because it was in my pocket, and it got caught on They got caught on something like this, and the wheel popped off, and the bearing was still on. Put the bearing back on. I put the wheel back on, and it was fine. It bugged me that the bearing popped out after that, and the wheel was a little bit wiggle. Like, I stopped using them. What does that green deck have? Why does that green deck have them holes? Why does the green... I'm glad someone finally asked, okay? I'm glad someone finally asked about these. Any guesses? Any guesses? Why there's 6 holes? Teak Tuning Apex are good. They just get gunked up way too high. That was my issue with the teak wheels too, is initially they were really good brand new. But I feel like I got things stuck in the bearings and they made the bearings kind of mediocre afterwards. Even after cleaning them too. Like, they just didn't feel the same. Board rails. Board rails used to be on it. So 2 guesses on board rails. Are you guys locking in that answer? Rolling core fingerboard wheels are also super smooth and clean. They are hard plastic and very close. Inequality. So flat face wheels. Equality. I got bored and decided to put holes in it. So it did have board rails, guys. It did have board rails. I took them off. And I like rubbed my thumb over it, and I was like, nah, it feels weird. So I got the Dremel, same way I do the countersinks, right, for the top. I just did that, and I was like, that's a cool design. Let's just go with it. So the correct answer, there was board rails. I know Maple and Blue and Pyro are here in Canada, but abstracts deal and lack of any negative opinions. Yeah, I don't think I've really heard any negative things about them. Pyro, I'm not too big on. Blue, but I've had Blue. They're not bad. Maple, hit or miss. Hit or miss. I want to get adhesive board rails. That might be the play, you know, if you want to take them off. You don't have to drill holes into your board. Some people like that. Some people don't. I think Ghostface is someone who rocks board rails, and I think he actually rocks adhesive ones. Adhesive ones. There we go. See, I can land kickflips when I really have to, you know. That was like horrible foot position. That wasn't bad. Pro tip, guys, always keep a cloth, a rag, something to clean up your surface of fingerboard area, especially when dealing with waxed obstacles, because the wax tends to get stuck on your trucks and then it falls off and then you roll over it and then it gets stuck on your wheels. It sometimes gets inside your bearings or your wheel well and gives you that flat spot feeling. Like, I don't know if anyone's actually skateboarded in chat. I know a few people have for a fact. But those of you that are just fingerboarders without a skateboard background, flat spot is when you get a flat spot on your wheel, typically from power sliding. Probably one of the most annoying feelings because you're cruising down the hill and all you hear is that. But similar to a skateboard, when you run over this gunk, it almost gives you that flat spot PTSD. At least me. It's storming right now, sadly. Or it's storming sadly right as it started to warm up. I'd do board rails on a cruiser shape or a graphic. Yo, we got Team Liddy in chat, dude. What's up, man? Dude, that crazy shape deck is awesome. It just works for like other popsicle decks. What's up, lady? I want to clean and relube my Black River Street Dogs because they're annoying. I guess I don't like free spin. You guys don't like free spin or no free spin, guys? I gotta ask. All in favor of free spin, say aye. Or just say yes or no. Do you know any companies that sell a bat deck? Like a baseball bat shaped deck? And yes, I do put board rails on literally every setup, and I do adhesive screw in or super glue them. Chillin', smoking. No free spin from Birchwood. Okay. Duck says middle. Team Liddy says free spin. Down the middle. Patches says no free spin. I know, like the animal as the graphic. Oh, okay, like an actual bait, like a bat. See, I don't know where I'm at when it comes to free spin. I think I think these ones have. Oh yeah, like that's nice. That's a nice feeling. Still spinning. Isn't that crazy? It just means the bearings are dry or lower ABET grade. I'm back. That where my street dogs are at. What's up, Ray? I remember you. You said remember my name. Remember, and you'll come back in 10 months. Has 10 months gone so by? Have already gone by? So here's the thing with me though. I do like free spin, and I also like regular bearings with no free spin. So I guess for me, free spin's just a. It's not a determining factor for me. It's more of a like an added on quality or non-quality, whatever you want to do. Like I'll take wheels as long as they have no bearing slip, no wiggle. Wiggle is kind of hard to eliminate completely, so minimal wiggle, but no bearing slip. Non-breakable for the most part. I know with enough force or intent, you can break almost any fingerboard wheel, but as long as they're durable and gonna hold up to the test of time, and if you can use them for a year, I would say, without breaking, that passes the test for me. And if they have good free spin, awesome. If not, it's not the end of the world. It might even be like you guys. It might be in favor for that wheel. I don't know. Just no bearing slip, no braking, and what else is good? Grip. Some people don't like grip. I read grip and I read no grip, so it's like that's also not a determining factor. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. I've also like, where are they at? These guys. I have the center pressed Isaki wheels. I have 2 sets of center pressed bearings, and I'm not a big fan of that because that lock nut pops out, and that's kind of annoying. So that's kind of going to be a deal breaker for me moving forward because I have 2 sets of Wysocki wheels where the bearings are center pressed. Thankfully, the green ones aren't as bad as these ones. They actually kind of cover the lock nut a little bit. But as long as they're asymmetrical bearings, that's another one. What else is good? What's another key factor? I don't know. What do you guys think? Depends on the weather. Bro, can you do the 360? If the free spin is quiet, then I don't care. Free spin or no free spin, honestly, who gives? I like down the road spin and very grippy wheels. Yeah, there's definitely wheels for everyone out there. So I'm glad we got options. Okay, I'm glad we got no bearing, no free spin, like these Krakens. With almost, I call that little wiggle, like minimal wiggle. That's like what I would call good. No bearing slip. Okay, so that's That checks pretty much all the lists. These have slight bearing spin, nothing crazy though. And you can't hear it, so I mean, I guess that's a factor for some people. They have some wiggle. It's not horrible. Like, I've had worse. Some wheels are really good, some wheels aren't. It's whatever. But they're not asymmetrical bearings, so they're center pressed, so that's not what I'm into. These should have crazy bearing spin because they're Joy Colts, but they actually don't. But they also have like zero wiggle and they're asymmetrically pressed, so I guess that checks all the boxes for me. I'm not the biggest on this size. These are like 6 millimeters, 6.5 maybe, and they're really thin. So they're like 4.5 thin. That's my guess. That's my guess. Let's see. So it says 4.5. And they are 7 millimeters. Interesting. So 7 by 4.5. And they look tiny. Maybe I've just been riding bigger wheels lately. I'm more curious to see how quiet urethane wheels will be instead of clicky black plastic in public. Clicky clacky. A small amount, not that much, but depends on the surface. So you got urethane wheels. I feel like urethane wheels would be louder, right? I mean, I guess the surface is also a factor, but I feel like urethanes, because it's going to be grippier than a plastic wheel. So you're going to have at least some squeak depending on your surface. But I feel like it's going to be louder too. Surface and hardness of the urethane. Yeah, that's also a good point to bring up. These are 95A soft urethane. So they have, you probably can't hear it as good on camera or through the live stream, but they have like a dull kind of. And then these are recycled skateboard wheels, so a lot softer and a lot grippier than like your plastic. Yeah, it's like a duller. These are like a higher pitched kind of clicky clacky thing going on. I was thinking more while landing and be a softer material. All wheels squeak a lot if they're urethane on paper. Most dull. Maples are nice too on medium to hard side of urethane. So I feel like setting up that deck you sent me, not gonna lie. Yo, Sticky, when did you get urethane? Oh wait, no. Don't answer that. I know. I already know the answer. Sticky has maple shark wheels, which are all the same material, if I'm not mistaken. Because I also had shark wheels. And now I just have regular maple wheels. Where are you going to set that thing up, bro? What color do you know? What color do I know? Well, lately I've been getting to know green quite well. What color are sticky shark? Oh, they're like turquoise. They're like the teal or the mint. They're like that bluish color. Yeah, I thought I just blew my nose and I gotta blow it again. Yeah, Sticky has them on the mint board, I believe. I also think he has them on his independent trucks. Right, Sticky? Call this a hot take, Sticky, but I feel like you're not getting the full experience of the indies with the maple wheels on it, the shark wheels. Maybe you're getting more. I don't know. You tell me. I'll set it up right now. All right, all right. I've only ever had Winkler wheels or flat face growing up, so when I got back into it, my wheels have been G8A, G8O, and the G8 graphites. Huh. Yep, with Jindies. Oh my mama. To be honest, I tried smaller abstracts. I like the big wheels. The big wavy wheels. A is the turquoise and O is the mustard gold color. Are you guys talking about the G8s? Okay, I see what you mean. So here's a question for you, Birchwood. Just because they're different colors, does that make it a different formula? Yeah, the shark wheels. It does make it a different formula, really. Because I have... Here, let me go through my G8s. Ta-da! No, I'm kidding. So these are the G8 red colorway, whatever that might be. These are the G8 graphite. And these are my G8 tan wheels. And I don't notice much of a difference personally. But maybe since you said something, I'll actually start to notice it. Maybe it's like a placebo. Red being the softest. Every time I see those red wheels makes me want to get another set of red ones. I'm going to be honest, I don't notice much of a difference. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. And if I did the same with the G4s, let's take the G4s out for a second. Let's bring the G4s out for a spin. So we got the G4S. We have the G4 John Cowart, I believe they are. G4 Black. And here's a fun one, and I don't really know the difference on this, so maybe you guys can tell me. These are flat face G4 Black River Edition, turquoise. So are the Black River editions different than the flat face turquoise? The turquoise was always my favorite color, and it's ones Mike always had in the old days, and the Goldo material is really hard. And my old G6s have no wear on them, and they're from 2007. Do I put holes on the grip job or nah? Nah, bro, nah. Which one's the G6 shape, Birchwood? Because I have a G6 shape too, if you want to see that. But here's the blue turquoise, Black River edition. Black G4s. I don't think it's the G6 shape though, because they're the same shape. Same size. I guess this would have been a better way to do it. And then these blue ones feel just like the turquoise ones. Holy crap, that wheelbase is crazy. I don't know. Actually, the blue ones feel amazing. The John Cowards feel more like the blue ones. So holes and grip. It means that they were designed to fit Black River trucks. I don't know, man. I don't even think that's true. I'm debunking it, guys. I'm debunking it because these fit and look just like regular G4s. And I have them on dough trucks. I've had them on independent trucks. I've even had these on dynamics. When Black River trucks came out, he had the redesign the wheels to fit the new truck. I'm not following, guys. I'm unusually dense today because. So wouldn't that mean all of the G4s are Black River editions if that were the case? Because these are not Black River edition G4s, and they're on Black River trucks right now. You get what I'm saying? Can I get the black G4s? Now, if you guys want to see a G6 comparison, these are some G6D periwinkle. And I'll show you guys the difference in size with the G4 Black River edition. Right? And I think they're thinner. They're a thinner shape. You guys probably can't see it too well. But they're thinner and they're also a little bit smaller. Maybe they're not smaller. Maybe they're just thinner. Time to bring out the caliper. So these are 7.1 by 4.6. So 7.1 by 4.6, we'll say 7 by 4.5. These are 5 by 7.5. So 7.5 by 5 is what G4s are. 7 by 4.5 is what G6s are. Where did you get that purple board with the G6s? I made it. Talking about when they were first discovered, they had to redesign it due to the design being for tech decks at the time, if I'm not mistaken. So the whole entire G4 had to be redesigned, is what you're saying. All modern wheels are Black River edition, but the design of the black back of the wheel and the need for bearing lock became standard, so they dropped the Black River edition label. Where did you get that purple board with the G6s? I think that's fire. Purple is my favorite color. Okay. So we're all on the same page, okay? G4s predate Black River trucks. Black River is introduced to the fingerboard scene. G4s are not compatible with Black River trucks. G4s get redesigned for Black River trucks, which then became the Black River Edition G4. But after that movement, all G4s became compatible. So they're no longer Black River Edition, they're just all G4s. Interesting. The more you know. And I'm someone that likes to ask questions because, one, I like to challenge. I don't like to challenge in a harmful way, but I like to get as clear of a accurate answer as possible. When I'm not knowledgeable on a subject, I like to figure it out, and that's why I ask a bunch of questions, because I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. Oh, and Black River G6s. Yeah, G6s are actually really nice. I like these. Black River posters. I actually haven't really looked at any of them. Can you do an impossible? There it is. NCD Play did a good history video. I gotta rewatch that. I actually did watch that. I gotta rewatch it. Let's see a tray flip. Let me bring out the tray flipper. This guy's been hitting tray flips all day. Burial Hill. That one might get me. I haven't done Burial Hills lately. It has to deal with the backless and non-backless wheels and other things like that nature, because they only had 26 and 29 for trucks. I got you. What's up, Aaron? Aaron Knox, F3P. What's up? Yeah, my Burial Hills look kind of like ass today, because I don't do this trick anymore. I used to do it, but not anymore. I thought of the hardest trick I know. Nollie tray. Got you. I got you. It's been a while. Ooh, toe touched. Switch Ghetto Bird. I got you. There's a decent Nollie. Never mind. That wasn't decent. Let me get a good one. Where's the Nollie tray? I like the trick requests. It's been a while. I haven't been doing Nollie trays lately, okay, but I can still do them. I can do them over the Jersey barrier, believe it or not. I just don't do them anymore. Okay, we'll take it. Switch Ghetto Bird. So it's gonna be another battle. Ugh. That was almost it, right? That was almost a good one. Ugh. Want that good one though. Want to roll her away and just want to feel it. I used to do these a while too. You know what set me back? Because I was doing good progression, and then I got set back a lot because my ring finger. I never used it, but I would use it to keep the board. So I would set up for switch flips, because sometimes if I don't have it there, and I set up sometimes when I move this finger, right? Because I move this one first, and then I like micro adjust, right? This finger would keep the board down, and then I could just kind of adjust wherever I wanted my placement, right? So I would kind of go like that a lot. And I broke the habit of using my ring finger, so now it like kind of throws me off sometimes when I'm like setting up still, because it's like it was a bad habit. So it's like sometimes I'll do it real quick. Sometimes you'll catch me doing it real quick. Also, another thing at that time, getting stuff from Germany or from around the world was a lot more difficult, by the way. Do your most realistic line possible. So not everyone had access to getting a set of BRTs. Can you kickflip front crook on the Jersey barrier? Maybe. Maybe. Let me get these other tricks knocked out real quick. So switch ghetto bird. Ugh. Which is weird, because we're going to go over the switch ghetto bird and the nollie ghetto bird here in a second. That was just a switch flip sex change. For the ghetto bird, you really want to see that switch hard flip. You know what I mean? Like that. That was kind of a sketchy one, though. We'll take it. It looked good on the replay. And then, real quick, before we do the hard flip and then kickflip front crook and real line for Aaron, nollie hard flip is not that. You know what I mean? Like, look how nice that was, right? That's not a nollie ghetto bird, apparently. A nollie ghetto bird is a nollie hard flip and then a backside 180. So it's like a nollie backside big flip, which is not to be mistaken for that. Not to be mistaken for a nollie big flip, because nollie switches front side and back side around when you do 180s. That was a nollie backside flip. So this is actually a really hard trick. Nollie ghetto bird, it's like that. If you can clean that up. Money has always been an issue. All right, so hard flip, was it? I can't do this trick though. That felt like one. Did it look like? It kind of looked like one. The ghetto bird is a backside 180 at the same time as a hard flip. Not one and then the other. Well, you get what I meant. I was just simplifying it for people that don't understand. But if you watch Kareem Campbell's, which we can do, he does a nollie ghetto bird and then a backside 180. 10x, I left the hobby in around 2011, so setups and stuff I have was from that era. Nice. Kickflip front crook. I don't think I got that, if I'm being honest. I thought I did a hard flip. I watched it back. It looked okay. Bro, we'll get to the fakie hill. That's why I don't do kickflip front crooks. I just suck at them. Almost. Kickflip front crook is so hard. It's annoying, huh? If you got it, you got it. Ooh, counting that? Yeah, we'll take it. It wasn't bad. Fakie hill. Actually, you didn't know. It talks about both versions of it. On on the 9 Club. So he talked about it on the 9 Club. Both versions. Sloppy one got more coverage. Kickflip front crook would have taken me like an hour. Your favorite fingerboard brand? You got Mike Mo? You want to see the Mike Mo flip? The impossible underflip? Or the impossible late front foot flip? Favorite fingerboard brand? That's a good question. Nostalgic reasons, I'd say like Black River decks. I like their wheelbase. I like their shape. I like their graphics. Their 5 plays and 7 plays, both amazing. Current fingerboard favorite brand, other than like the decks I make for myself, probably Flatface. I like Flatface. Collier is actually really good though. I've been writing that one. I haven't been writing it much lately, but it's really good. There's a lot of good quality board makers out there, so it's kind of hard to pick a favorite. Doe makes really good ones. Clown Boy makes really good ones. I got a cool Maple Leaf X. Got a couple Berlin Woods. Trucks, it's so hard to pick. Independent trucks. Dynamics. I've been warming up to Black Rivers. SB trucks are obviously really good. Wheels, I like Joy Colts. I like Flatface. Black River wheels aren't bad. Ill Pills. Caramel wheels. Dude Guy wheels. These Sesh Savers are actually really nice too. Really smooth. I tried the Mike Mo one time today and gave up. It's too hard. Point being is he wanted to take ownership of it and do it better. Birchwood FB, that's so awesome. I wish I could see this good stuff you got from back then. Yeah, I know, right? I wish I actually started fingerboarding back then because I had tech decks. I've had tech decks as far back as I can remember. But I wasn't even like aware of fingerboarding, or otherwise I probably would have gotten more into it. I thought it was just this. That's what I thought it was. But yeah, no, it's hard to pick a favorite brand. There's just so many. And I feel like you try a new brand and then you either really like it or you just don't care for it. But then that can like easily become your favorite brand, like the more you use it. And it was kind of like that with Flatface. I hated Flatface at first because the first board I got was the G15. And I was like, what is so freaking special about this board? Like, it's got medium kicks, the concave's medium. The overall quality wasn't like outstanding. So I was like, what's the big hype over this crap? And then I got my first G16 and I was like, what is so great about the G16, you know? Then I started using them both more and more, and I was like, okay, I started to appreciate them in their own unique kind of way, what they each brought to the table. I learned Nollie Hills on the G15. I learned how to do them. Probably can't do them anymore, but learned how to do them on the G15. And G16 also, I don't think I really learned how to do anything different on the G16, but I got comfortable with it, and it's definitely, people describe it as like a cheat code because the kicks are so high, and it makes it a lot less, it takes a lot less effort to like pop your tricks higher. I watched Pro FBers a lot. It says Sticky Art FB. Everyone had tech decks when they were 3. I watched Chubby Muffin. Tech decks didn't exist when I was 3. Well, when they were younger. Doesn't make it a cheat code, but it does make it easier. I don't know. That's what I heard Mike say too. He was like, this board's a cheat code. And after that, I was like, you know what, Mike? You might be onto something. It's kind of like when you were in high school maybe, or middle school, or whatever grade you guys were in when you had tech decks, and you would heat them, and then you would kind of bend that tail, in the nose and make it so much more steep. It was just like you just move your fingers apart and the board lifts up, which I started doing, but I didn't go so aggressive. I just kind of gave it a little bit steeper of a nose and maybe tail, but that's when I started like modifying my tech decks, and I started taking skateboard grip, putting them on the tech decks, and playing around with them. And then I found out fingerboards were a thing, and I was like, what the heck am I doing? I watched Garrett Jenner a lot in 2013. I still do that. Yeah, I've been watching Garrett Jenner for so long. When I started skateboarding, I watched Garrett. And I was like, this guy's really cool. I like his style. I like watching him skate. He was on, I found out about Garrett through Braille, because I was watching Braille. Not like, I was just watching it just because it was entertaining at the time. I wasn't really, how to kickflip, how to varial flip. I was doing that on my own. You know, I was more of a self-taught skateboarder. So I didn't want to like look up how to do things. But I would watch Braille, watch their videos, and Garrett Jenner was in one of them. And he like did this crazy ollie from like the top of a quarter pipe down a grass cap at, what is that skate park? What is that skate park? What is that skate park they were always at? Fremont Skate Park. And I was like, yo, this kid's freaking crazy good, you know? So I started watching him, and then more and more, I've been subscribed to him for like, Jesus, 15 years maybe. Give or take. I can say with absolute confidence that flat face decks are not for me. That's how I was, bro. Trust me. And some days they're still not for me. Some days they're still not. I like concave. Most flat face decks I've tried don't have concave. The extra pop helps. It definitely can help. My background used to be Aaron Cairo holding a machine gun. Bro. I don't know. I think flat face has something special, but try other boards, guys. Don't just try like big brand boards. Try like small companies. Try things that you want to try. Like this Collier board surprised me. It's not even something I would normally go for. Shorter, thinner, mellow, but it feels good. You know, like things I wouldn't normally look for in a board, and it feels great. So you just gotta get out there and be willing to accept the board and try it and bond with it and feel it out. I was in the Andy Schrock section of Skater YouTube at the time. I was never a big fan of Andy. Come at me. Come at me. My profile combat actually returning fire with one. That's cool. Does it have a shovel nose? It's got the square nose, so I wouldn't say shovel. Maybe. I mean, I guess that some shovels can kind of look like this. When we say shovel, I think of the spade head or square shovels. What do you guys mean when you say shovels? Revive's moving their play sadly. Yeah, I was never big on Revive. I was never big on Braille boards, Revive, Andy Schrock. I'm just gonna be honest. You guys can hate me all you want. Just not my cup of tea. I did like John Hill. I did watch some John Hill. What was that guy's name? What was his name? He always had the colored hair. He was really crazy on Revive. Older guy, Andy Schrock's friend. I guess they're all his friend. Something with a D. Drew? No. I can't remember. Andy Schrock was a younger audience than Garrett Jenner. That's kind of how it felt. Garrett Jenner was not so kid-friendly, I guess you could say. He's not like... He's like a more... Like, even today, like, he doesn't really do any like crazy controversial content. He still keeps it pretty family friendly, but Revive or Andy Schrock, I should say, or Braille, that was more like kid friendly. I never liked Braille. I like making fun of Aaron Cairo though. Well, I can say that because I've had both G15 and 16 has nothing to do with not enough or two. I think I watched Andy before Garrett was a thing. I like Brian Arnett. I don't like Brian Arnett, guys. I don't know. I mean, I don't hate Brian Arnett. I don't dislike Brian Arnett. I mean, I watch his videos every now and then. Sometimes they're in my newsfeed. I'm like, all right, Brian. I think he's called Boring Arnett, right? That's his channel, Boring Arnett. I don't know. He's an acquired personality. I'll say that much. He's an interesting character. I watch Garrett now. I actually don't watch Garrett too much now because he's like, I mean, by all means, whatever he wants to do with his life, that's his life. That's fine. I've been subscribed to him for 15 years. I'm not going to unsub, but he's focusing more on his like drifting in cars, and for a little bit he was doing like fingerboard builds, and he was getting into the fingerboarding scene pretty big, but it's like he's shying away from it. Sometimes you'll see him like post skate content, which isn't even always now, but it's cool. I actually got a GGFB rail. So I got this when he was doing the rail drops. Have you heard of the Snappy drama? I did. I saw something about it. He like takes advantage of women or something like that. Right? I can say that because I've had a G16, and G15 has nothing to do with not enough concave. Because you like what, bro? With flat. It's just the way that the kicks and how the trucks feel on them, not gonna lie. His interests have been varied for a long time, and he's branching out in terms of his content. It's day-to-day house or random problem-solve content. Yeah, exactly. And I'm all for Garrett's success. I think it's awesome. He's got that new truck. He's got his 240 SX Nissan, and he's working on them, and he was painting his house and fixing his garage and all that. I think that's cool. I support that 100%. It's just not my cup of tea, and I'm not gonna watch every video that comes out, because it's like, all right, I'm not gonna sit here and watch this guy do this every time. Just not for me. But nothing wrong with what he's doing. SA, yeah, the SA, yeah. Which is up my alley of background listening to. I was for it for a minute, but I don't know. I've drifted away from it recently. I haven't been keeping up with Garrett content. His old quote-unquote friends. Yes, I've heard it. I think his name was Douglas. Doug, yes, Doug. Doug on Revive. He kills it, bro. Boring Arnett is Brian's second channel. Got you. Let's see. Here's the people I would watch, okay? When I was like peak into skating, peak into watching YouTube skaters, peak into whatever. Chris Chan, okay? I would watch some Lamont Holt. I would watch some Luis Mora, Garrett Jenner, Johnny Geiger, even though he's on Revive. I'm kidding. Very talented skateboarder. Very talented. I would watch a lot of the Barracks. So I've watched pretty much every season, every episode of the Barracks. Tom Asta's doing YouTube. If you guys ever want to watch a pro skater with a YouTube channel, go check him out. Moose. I don't know if you guys get down on Moose, but Moose, I haven't seen a YouTube video on him recently, but he was doing some pretty good content. Who else was it? P-Rod has a YouTube channel now. Shane O'Neill is uploading to his YouTube channel again. Nija. I don't know if you guys watch Nija's Send Saturdays or anything like that, but pretty good content. I know I know I was talking about the past, but now we're talking about the present. Fun transition, but Chris Chan, Lamont Holt, Luis Mora, Garrett Jenner, Sharni Rod. If you guys know, you know. Who else was around back then? Who was around back then skating with all of them? See, I feel like Snappy came out pretty recently, within like the last 4 years, maybe Snappy came out. And Snappy's not even, like, I was better than Snappy when I was skating. You know what I mean? Like, Snappy's just an interesting character. I think he's more of a personality than a skateboarder. But, I mean, he's still pretty good at skateboarding. Now he, like, all these crazy things to flat, which is not my style of skating. Like, I enjoy a good drop, but Snappy's done some pretty big drops. I'll give him that. So yeah, he's pretty recent, but I kind of got uninterested with Snappy pretty quick. So I don't know. I don't know. Waiting for him to get his new laser cutter, which is when he'll make more rails. I know, Moose. We can all agree David Jones is fire. David Jones has actually been uploading. He just uploaded recently. I can never be like Nigel because if he didn't get knocked out when he broke his eye socket, he would have tried it again. More than likely. Did you see the clip right after that? Like a week or two after? He went back to AZ and he did another trick. I think it was another rail or a hubba. I don't remember. Anyways, lands it, rolls straight into a cactus. Bro almost died. Bro almost died. Yeah, that's a bit of a sort of a he's a dear friend to me. So forgive me if I don't comment much on this topic. I have no clue how most skaters are still with us. Yeah, tell me about it. What was who was the guy that aired out on the vert ramp and went all the way to flat? Did you or anyone in chat watch a YouTube channel called NKA Vids? Yes, that was Nigel. Nigel. So yes, I really enjoyed his channel. He introduced me, well, not personally or in person, but I was introduced. I became familiar. I started watching Vinny Bon through Nigel. Head injuries and life. I'm really curious to see how that injury recovery journey continues. Head injuries and life changing. So I've been keeping up with Nigel on Instagram. He said he was looking at life a whole different way. He was like grateful to be alive and just be outside, green trees and grass, blue skies. He was like loving it. So when you get close to death, from what I've heard, it typically has a positive impact on you afterwards, after you recover. Like you stop taking things for granted. You know, he's been sober. He even said he's been sober. He's been healthy. He's been working out. He's been exercising. Just all around positivity. The real ones have seen the clip of Nigel skating buns out. Buns out. So holes or no holes and grip. No, bro. No holes, bro. Get the holes out of here. The most you guys see me with is a grip gap. I'm thinking more severe concussion and CTE stuff. You're going to have to remind me what CTE is. I'm not familiar with that abbreviation. My friend got a minor concussion 2 months ago and still is saying he has a concussion. Like the mechanics of your body response, not the emotional outlook thing. Okay. Like, how can I simplify? How can I put this in layman terms when I'm a layman? Like cognitive motor functions, basically, like actual brain damage. You remember me talking about when I got medevaced out of Afghanistan and went to the surgery and had to go through rehab? It was Naja that was there for most of those rehab appointments, helping me keep motivated after being told I'd never walk again. Jesus, bro. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hellhound, but Nigel was on Element at that time, right? And that's the board company you were Flow with? Element? Flow or Pro? Didn't I just hack on when he broke his eye? Yeah, well, I think he said he got inner thigh. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different clip. What? All right, here's the real question, guys. Metal, steel, whatever you guys want to call this material. Crete or wood. Or I'm sorry, not wood. Concrete, metal, or rock, stone. What's your name? I want to check you out. Sam Ham and Vinny have been friends for how long, as well as the Carlos, and I left with the setup video because he asked the best questions. I want to get a skateboard soon, and I want to get a flight deck. Him. But yeah, that's why this is a bit of a sore subject for me. Marble is the best. Real name after my military career. I do prefer to keep my privacy and having been in special warfare. It's safer for me not to share it online. So I'm trying to decipher what Ghostface was saying. Do you guys know what Ghostface meant by that? He said Sam Ham and Vinny, I'm assuming he's talking about Vinny Bond, right? Have been friends for Hell Alone, as well as Carlos. I'm thinking Carlos Lastra. And I effed with his setup. Oh, okay, so Nigel. You messed with Nigel's. You got down on Nigel's setup videos because he asked the best questions. Being pro for Element doesn't help. What is your dream sponsor fingerboard company? If I wanted to get sponsored, you guys want to know what my dream sponsor would be? What up, everybody? Houseman in the chat. What's up, Houseman? Hope you're ready for work tomorrow, bro. Hope you're ready, bro. Dream sponsor, that's a good question. I'd say independent trucks for fingerboards, because I'm nowhere near good enough to be sponsored by independent on a skateboard. I don't even think I'm good enough to be sponsored by independent on a fingerboard. But if I could, fingerboard, Joy Colt independent trucks, Joy Colt in general, right? Because then you'd get the trucks and the wheels, right? Nope, not ready for work. Ooh. Ooh, you guys see that? I want to get Indies, a flight deck, Reds, bearings, and Spitfire. Oh, you talking about IRL? So my buddy Joel, he's not a big fan of Reds bearings. What are your guys' thoughts? I say Reds all the way, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with Reds bearings. I think that's my go-to bearing. Even over Bones. For the price, you're only paying like 20 bucks for Reds bearings, and they'll last you good enough, long enough. Especially if you only skate park. I mean, even street, you'll get a good lifespan out of your Reds bearings. I've gotten probably upwards of 6 months to a year with the same set of bearings. I think Uncle Joel and I need spanking. I prefer bone Swiss, but still, that's what I hear is bone Swiss. Yeah, obviously they're going to be smoother and better, but I mean, for the price you're paying, you're gonna probably, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I prefer reds. I've even tried Bronsons before. Those aren't bad, but doesn't one box come with 2 sets of reds? Pow pow. What about bone Swiss ceramics? Anyone paying that 100 price tag? I think it's like 120. To be fair, I'm admitting to being biased for bone Swiss. That's fair. I think they're like 50 bucks, right? The bone Swiss? Or like around that price. How long have we been streaming, guys? 1 hour, 46 minutes? Yo, time flies. I have not used this obstacle in a while. Feeling rusty with it. Let's do tricks I suck at. Kickflip, nose grind. If you could have anything at a graphic, what would it be? Anything as a graphic? Probably one of my cats with a Baker deck. A Baker Pro model with my cat as the graphic. Kind of like the, what is it? Not the Enjoy cats. Well, I guess the Enjoy cats. There's another one with cats, though. It might have been Emerica. Tang's FB. It wasn't a deck, though. It was a shirt. I had an Emerica shirt with a cat on it. $65.90. Yeah, they're definitely pricey. But you'll probably get like twice, if not 3 times lifespan out of it. Just day-to-day skating. Especially if you guys disassemble, you guys know how to clean your bearings out properly. Keep up on all that, you know. Sorry for all the errors. I'm so tired and I'm typing in a different phone, so I'm not used to the keyboard. My break is ending. See you. All right, man. You have fun in Jeju, Tings. Thanks for stopping by with your busy schedule. Saying what's up. Yeah, I was watching Nigel when he had like 10 videos at most or less. Also, my bad. My phone keeps charging my changing rances. Hung, what's up? How are you doing? Totally understandable. Can't blame you when autocorrect messes. Yeah, autocorrect's a freaking pain, bro. Hanging in there? Yo, my allergies are kicking my butt right now. Oh, I messed that up. For real, then, when you don't know how to spell something, it doesn't work. My grammar isn't actually too bad. I'm pretty good with spelling. You guys, a fun fact. I was in a spelling bee at one point. I'm not going to say I'm like A+ and everything, you know, but... Looking at the phone like you had one job. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But I don't know about you guys, but I use the swipe, so just drag your finger from key to key. And sometimes I'm like literally fighting, trying to spell one word out, and I'm like, bro, individually start typing it. It pops up in the suggested. I'm like, I can say hippopotamus. Hippopotamonstroloquipadeliphobia. What is that? The fear of hippos? Okay, I think, let me rewatch that. Oh, it was like an overcroak. Kickflip backside tail slide. It's the fear of long words. Wait, bro, you working tomorrow? I'm not. I should. I should just go in and get more hours, but no, I'm not working. But hit me up if you're trying to skate tomorrow. BRB. Yo, Hellhound, you got these same wheels, right? Okay, I will, bro. What are your thoughts on them, Hellhound? Do you like the bearings? Do you like how they feel? Do you like the size, the shape, squeak, material? What do you not like about them? I love these wheels. I don't know if it's because Patches just gifted me these wheels, but I love these wheels. I love them. I don't really like wheels that small, but these ones I do like. Can't find anything not to love about that. Yeah, that's how I am, bro. I normally do not ride a small wheel. Okay, I actually was trying to drift away from smaller wheels and like kind of like start sizing up. So these are about 7.8 last time I measured. I'll remeasure just in case. Just for anyone that's curious. So 7.6 with the tip of these, but if you get a little bit further down, you can actually kind of get a little bit more accurate reading. Let me reset it. It's not at 0. So 7.8 and 4.6. So pretty good size. Almost 8 millimeters, and almost 5. So almost 8 by 5. So similar to G4 wheels, which I love these wheels. These are like some of my favorite, especially these turquoise, by the way. But some of my favorite wheels. Had to try these out. Definitely recommend you guys trying Kraken wheels out. You can get them on chems. But like I said, I was moving up and these came in and I was like, I gotta set these up. These look good. I think I was messing around because I put Obvious trucks on this setup. And then I put these wheels on the Obvious and I was like, holy crap, hold up. These wheels look really good with this deck, like the colorway. And then in my head at that moment, it clicked. I was like, these wheels were meant for this board. I gotta figure out what gets it. So I took off these Dynamics, which were on this board. So what were Dynamics doing on a Black River deck? I don't know. I used to try it. I used to run it. But I was like, no, these have to go on this board. Put these wheels on. Level up bushings. It just came together and it just feels good. I don't know why. Oh wait, I don't have enough of them. Welcome back, Doug. Joyco, if you're here, you know where to send them. I like the caramel wheels. They feel good. Yeah, caramel wheels are really good, man. How much your level up beta bushing? They're like $5. So go to chems, get some level ups. You're paying the same price for teak bushings. Okay, so the way I look at it, if you like teak, awesome. If you want to try something else, $5, same price as teak. I like these more than teak. That's just my opinion, but I've been warmed up to teak recently, and teak are also really good. Some people only ride teak bushings, believe it or not. Oh, they're the same. I like loose but snappy trucks. Yeah, so these are loose. Definitely loose, but not bad. Like, they're still pretty responsive. Yeah, try them both and use what works best for you. It feels so weird not going to work for a minute. Yo, Ghostface, weren't you a security guard at like some haunted hotel or something like that? Some like night shift? I get such bad will bite. I keep trying other ones and then keep liking the teak ones most. Yeah, that's fair. That's kind of how I am with level ups. Like I've tried the pyros recently. I've tried teak. I've tried the dynamic. I've tried the Joycol indies. I've tried flat face user bushings. I've tried flat face team bushings. I've tried the flat face mic special edition bushings or whatever they're called. Black River bushings. I haven't tried apathy bushings. I've tried G Sheets bushings, which I do like. The dough bushings, which are really good, but hard to get because they're in Ukraine and they only come with trucks, and the trucks are hard to get. Not a big fan of deli bushings. What else is out there? What else is out there? Y truck bushings are horrible. Just don't even waste your money on Y trucks. Caramel bushings are okay. But I always end up getting level up beta bushings after, in the end. I don't know why. They're just really nice. Really good bushings. Pivot cups, no risers. Also, you might try tightening your trucks. I like loose. The looseness is what's causing the wheel bite. Yeah, just try landing cleaner. I'm kidding. Just land bolts and it's perfectly straight. Risers in addition. I need to get some risers. I'm thinking about teak. I know they have risers, but what else has risers? Deli has risers. I need to get some risers is what I'm saying. Some trucks, like deli trucks, I don't know if you guys have that issue, but the turn radius for me when I use delis is just not there. And I feel like riser pads would just kind of give it that little bit of an edge, a little bit of a boost. I am the wheel bite. Yeah, I want to get a fully pink teak setup. There you go. Should I re-grip my girlfriend's board? This grip that is on it is like not good. So F bushings. Why am I so hungry? Spoken truly like day one song. Where are the Nike FB stickers from? Why does everyone want my Nike FB stickers? Just kidding, just kidding. So where I get them from a company called Sticker Cyborg. You can pretty much send them any picture of anything that you can get turned into a sticker. You could do Adidas if you rock Adidas. You can do Globe. You can do S or ES, whatever you call it. You can do Lakai. You can do Vox. You can do Fallen. Yo, I'm thinking about doing some Fallen stickers. What do you guys think about that? Fallen. I'm only going to do like 3 colorways. Black, obviously. Purple, obviously. Gold? Teal? I don't know. I wonder where Sticky went. Sticky's a busy man. Being a budget fingerboarder sucks. I never really go out my way to buy tuning, but apathy bushings clean and G sheets, and they function really well. Pink, purple, and black. Pink. I don't know if I would do pink fallen stickers though. Purple for sure. I mean, I don't know if you guys rocked the fallen rippers, the purple and gray colorway. Amazing shoe right there. Amazing. Slashes were pretty good. I think I had fallen Patriots and I had Jamie Thomas Pro fallen shoes at one point. And all of those shoes were amazing. You must like purple? Yeah, it's not a bad color. Green's my favorite color, but purple's cool. Maybe I'll have to do like a... So, Fallen. Fallen would be sick. I would love to see some Fallen fingerboard stickers. Fallen FB? No, maybe that's too far. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to do more colors. I'm gonna get more Nike stickers, different colors, and maybe when I do that, I'll do Fallen. Emerica is also a good one. I know you've tried the Emerica Reynolds 3s Hellhound. No. What about the Haslam? The Globe Haslams. Does Haslam have a pro shoe? He doesn't. He deserves one. Who else was on Globe? Rodney Mullen, right? Rodney Mullen was on Globe? And the tilts. Gotta go in 5. It's 2 a.m. All right, all right. Who else? Who else comes to my mind when I hear the word Globe? Not John Cardiel, right? Definitely not. Definitely not. I think he was more of a fans. I don't know. Who was John Cardiel with? I want to try OBFB trucks. Do it. Try it. They're fun. I like my OBFBs. I don't know where they're at. Oh, yeah, I do. They are on my fishtail or old school or cruiser deck, whatever you want to call it. Either way, they're a good truck. I like OBFB. 10 out of 10 recommend. Before skating for Globe, when I wasn't sponsored, I exclusively skated Converse. Are we talking about the like old school, most iconic looking Converse? Where I hear Globe, I think of Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. What are they called? The Chuck Taylors, right? The good old Chucks. I want to try the Louis Lopez model. It's not like me to want to venture out and try, because I'm so comfortable with Nike. Just the SB Blazers, the lows, and then the Janoskis. I won't do any mid tops or anything bulkier like dunks. But just the SB Blazers, they feel so good. But I've seen some Converse, and somebody told me that they're not the same company, obviously, but they're like the same manufacturer. I don't know how true it was. It was always those or barefoot because my parents wouldn't buy me skate shoes, so I had to get them myself. When I skate in black Air Force Ones. Bro, why the Air Force Ones? Black Force Energy. Ooh, there it was. What else is a decent? I wasn't big on Lakai personally. I used to rock the Chukkalos, the Vans, suede Chukkalos. Never tried half cabs, unfortunately. I probably should have at some point. Keen Ollie Hill. What else have I tried? Skate shoes. Etnies. DC. DC. I actually had a really nice pair of DCs. I think they were just the team shoe though. I don't think they were pro like Chris Cole or anything. I don't know if Chris Cole had any pro DC shoes though. That's another question for another day maybe. Dolphin flip. I don't know if I can anymore. Let's be able to switch. I'm all out of water. I'm still learning ollies. It's a fun one, eventually. I mean, once you get comfortable with it, it's a fun trick. It can look cool. You can do so many like fun things with it. But I think it just feels good. Just a nice, simple nollie. Do it over an obstacle. That's a fun one. You can do like little nose manuals. Need to go to bed. I have to be up in like 4 hours, so see you around. All right, man. Peace out, Duck. It's good to chat with you for the night. Don't let the bed bugs bite, bro. I've actually been unfortunate to be in a situation where I've had bed bugs. They're horrible. You know, those things are so incredibly resilient and they feed on your blood to feed their young even. That's how they grow. They're like nymphs, right? That's like the earlier stage of a bed bug is the nymph. And they grow by feeding on your blood. And when you kill them, the blood squirts everywhere. And it's even weird because they can be on you and you won't feel it. Like you'll be visually looking at this bed bug and you will not feel it. You know what I mean? And then you think about it and you start to itch. You're like, oh crap. So, and they come out at night, which makes it even more annoying instead of daytime. So when you look for bed bugs, check the corner of your mattress, like pull it back. If there's a bunch of like brownish, reddish, like spots. It's usually them like defecating their little areas that they nest in. And there's only certain ways you can kill them. So dehydration, there's like a powder that you can spray, and it just dehydrates the heck out of them and kills them. Or 200 degrees temperature is ideal to exterminate them. I heard lavender helps repel them, but I don't know how accurate that is. I had DCs at one point. DCs. When I lived in a tiny home, I got bed bugs on it. Bro, they're the worst. They're the worst. What are DCs? DCs. Oh, you're talking about the shoe. I was like, DCs. You know how long ago that conversation was, bro? I forgot. Finish the setup. Nice. Mint extract. They hate that stuff and will avoid it. Also, there are only two things that roaches actually eat: each other and bed bugs. If you have roaches, you do in fact have bed bugs. That's unsettling. That's very unsettling information. I'm 99% sure I don't have roaches. Thankfully, I would have seen one by now, but that's gross. That's disgusting. And Matt, what about all those restaurants that have roaches at nighttime? Oh, bro, I don't even want to think about it. The thing is, bed bugs have a few different species, and some of them are microscopic. Sheesh. Yeah, they're horrible, man. They're horrible. I cannot stand them. I hate bed bugs. Not as common, or not as... Yeah, I guess you're more likely to run into mosquitoes and bed bugs. But I still hate bed bugs more than mosquitoes. So you might not even notice them there. If they are around, they are female. If they are elongated, they are male. It's disgusting. Right now I'm checking my bed. Yeah, so they like dark places. They like mattresses, corners under them. You got any watches? Watches? Like a wristwatch? I have a Galaxy F3. But I only use it to like track my steps at work. Did you get any service watches gifted to you? Ooh, that's a question. But yeah, those restaurants have roaches, do indeed have bed bugs. Marathon Hamilton Tudor. Marathon Hamilton Tudor. What does that mean? Are we speaking like a different language now? What about rings? Did you get any like rings? In person? That's an answer. Do you sell them or gift them? Oh, did you sell them? My bad. Unfortunately, while moving, the service watch I was given ended up missing. Huh. It really wasn't anything truly fancy. It was just a dive watch rated for up to 100 meters submersion. Yo, this setup is so clean. Yo, what was that? You ever see those people do those like no comply and then the board hits the object and launches up kind of thing? Yeah, that trick's crazy. No comply pole jam. Have you ever seen that one? I know, it's a different trick than what I just said, but... No comply bonk. Yeah, there you go. How does the Hellhound fingerboard position, how does that no comply feel doing that? I feel like that's a little bit more work than I want to try. Like Dan Corrigan. Did Dan Corrigan do it? Dan Corrigan. Oh, okay. Yeah. Dan Corrigan. I want to learn no comply, but it hasn't clicked in my head yet. Same with me. And every now and then, we'll see where I'm at with them today. Every now and then I get a little bit lucky. So I gotta like get a little bit of a warm up going. Yeah, I can't do them. I gotta rotate it. CD Play has said if you do it like this, if your arm's more this way, the board will go like that, and then your finger will kind of block it. Because what I do half the time when I do them, when I do get a decent motion of it, it does the stupid feather flip kind of kind of looking thing. You know what I mean? Teaches it in this tutorial, but I use the middle two fingers for it instead. You like that no comply front side 5-0 backside flip out I did some time ago? Yeah, I know. Freaking Ghostface has no complies. But yeah, no, if you do it instead of this way where your fingers are like that, right? And you end up doing that feather flip kind of no comply looking thing. CD Playa, if you watch his tutorial, very, very helpful tutorial. If you kind of do it more like this, right? And you pop it, that finger blocks it, and you can kind of use it to scoop or pull that board up. And it looks stylish the way he does it. So I'm trying to learn them like that. I can't do it. I can't do it. What if I did the no comply freaking tray flip step off? You guys know what I'm talking about? It's a very seen trick. A lot of people have done it, but they like step off, no comply, and the board does like a 360 flip, and then they step back on it. That's because your middle finger is flat. I do have a no comply to front side tail slot that I do on the quarter pipe. And basically I use the back finger, and wheels hitting the coping to do it. Yeah, okay, I could see that coping kind of helping out a little bit, you know? Just kind of... I mean, technically that is a no comply tray flip. Ooh, that was like a close... wasn't good, but that was a better attempt from the previous ones. That's why you do no comply impossible. Yeah, I know, huh? Isn't that essentially just a strawberry milkshake? Is that what that's called? This one I did learn from Braille, but I don't know if it's back foot wrap on the tail or if it's back foot wrap on the nose. I don't pay attention to those, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, that's kind of like a strawberry milkshake, right? Except you're not. I think this is the strawberry milkshake. I don't know. I'm heading out now. See you all later. All right, Hellhound. Peace. Thanks for chilling. Hang in there, man. Hope it all works out for you in the end. Get better. It has been a long stream though, huh, guys? Should I end stream after I land a decent open play? So it's this, that, and then after that I have to, so bam, bam. Why is this so hard, man? This is, okay, I don't know if you guys share a similar sentiment, okay? But certain tricks, like when I'm practicing switch inward hills, it's a trick I'm not comfortable with and I'm not familiar with it. So when I try it, sometimes I'm like, dude, I feel like a freaking idiot, you know? And I probably look like an idiot because I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And I'm like trying, and I'm like about to have a stroke. So it's like, do you guys have that when you're like trying a trick and you're like, and then your fingers start to tense and you're like, okay, I'm just getting frustrated. That's how it is for hard flips. When I try hard flips, like I said, switch inwards, and now no complies. Pretty much any new trick that I try, It feels like that. See, right there. I do know complies with my middle finger is on the center of the tail, and my middle finger is on the very tips of your finger. Middle finger, center of the tail, tips of your finger. I can't do it. Ooh, I got it up in the air. I hate this trick, bro. I hate this trick, bro. I'm not there yet. I'm not ready for no complies. Oh, I just popped my back. I am ready for switchback heels, though. Huh, they could be better. That's another one I'm like learning is switch inward heels. I've landed a few recently, but it's such a weird one. Sometimes I just do that instead of getting the proper pop and then flick. And then that just looks like a switch front shove it to me. But I know it kind of like rotates like one. It goes like that. So I don't know if I want to count it. Because I want to see it rotate. You know what I mean? You got a switch flip backside tail? I do. Did you not watch my latest short, bro? I did it with the fisheye. Oh, man. See what sucks, too? These two fingers right here start to cramp up because I'm like bending them so bad when I'm doing this. I feel like if I just master switch back heels, switch inward will come in. I mean, that's it. Why is it not it though? Ooh, what was that landing though? I'll try a good switch back tail for you. This thing's gonna tip over. The sticky tack's not on there right. Relax your hand, gang. Now I'm all thrown off from that freaking switch hill crap, bro. Hands are all like tight. It's not that serious. It's never that serious. Trying to do that so the board doesn't fly over there. Switch back lip. There's another one I can do for you too if you want to see it, but it's probably going to take a little bit longer than a switch flip back tail. Oh man, that's the one I want to do. Switch flip to front crook. Fakey front crook, I don't know. Or that one. Switch flip to front wheelie. I don't know. I'm not in a hurry. Well, I'm not in a hurry to go to bed. I want to get this one clean, bro. So get groovy with it. All right, let's land this real quick. There we go. There we go. Nice. Yeah, that was a nice one. Caught it good. Okay, next, here's the one I want to show you. Okay, this one takes a little bit of a finesse. Okay, not many people can do this trick. At least I haven't seen many people do this trick. I'm sure a lot of people can. Switch hard flip, back tail, or nollie hard flip, back nose. Same concept, in my opinion, but a very nice trick. Ugh. Dang it. Dang it. Ugh. Felt weird on the pop. I've got to try those out, not gonna lie. I think it's a little easier into front blunt, but I think back tail is a little bit cooler. I forgot where I got the idea for this. I think I was trying nollie kickflip to back tail. Because I did it before on that little ledge. And I was like, oh, that wasn't so bad. So then I practiced it. And I was like, ooh, it's easier just to go to no slide. You know what I mean? Like that. But that was more of a crook. Like that one landed like kind of crook and then no slide. But the one I was working on was a nollie heel backside tail slide. Switch heel backside nose slide. I don't think I can even back nose too good. I'm being honest. So switch hill into that? Probably not. I was doing another trick though. I'll show you this one too. This one's a cool one. So it's switch varial hill to back tail. That one, bro, that one's, bro, that one's, bro, that one's. If I can do it still. Let me block this off. I don't like how I can fly over there and get off the desk if it goes wrong. Also, I feel like I gotta keep adjusting my trucks. Because I don't have Loctite on these because I was too lazy to put Loctite on it. I still like them loose, but they keep getting to the point where they're gonna fall off. Oh, there was. Oh, there it is. Ugly, very ugly. The fun one is shove it backside nose blunt. You see the vision though on that, right? Switch varial hill to back tail. Oh. So that's another one. I haven't touched that one since I learned it and I left it. I haven't came back to it, but that's a cool one. Definitely learn that one if you ever get time to just mess around. Switch varial, back tail. It's essentially, how did I do it? I think I was doing like switch hill. What was I doing? I don't remember why that popped in my head. Yeah, I don't know. I think that one kind of came out of nowhere. Same with this one, okay? This is, I don't think I'll hit this one. I don't even think I'll come close, but laser flip back lip. That's another one. If you can do that one, that's a fun one. You just got to get the right pop though. It's been a while. But I think they're not hard once you like get into the rhythm of it. Oh, there it was. There it was. And then it slipped out. Oh, there it is again. So that's a fun one. I'm trying to think. I'll think of other ones I can do, but yeah, I'm so down, but my hand still isn't good when it comes to tweaking my wrist. Yeah, I feel it. And that one's cool. You know why? The laser flip back lip is a really cool trick. Because when you land it, your index finger typically lands like this. And it's a fun way to slide instead of like this or like this. But when you do like back lips or even front boards, your finger is like stretched out all the way. And you're facing that way. And it's just a good fit. It looks good because you do a laser flip into it. Yeah, it's a good trick. Tray backside nose slide. That's a fun one. I don't do that one too often. Oh, that was it. I gotta film this one again. I filmed one, but the freaking film was horrible. The angle was bad, the setup was bad, the lighting was bad, everything was bad. And it's funny because I did a laser flip 5.0 on accident. And I was like, what? And then I started doing it into lip. There it is. There it is. It was ugly. That was like the worst one ever done. But the nose is still right here. So It counts. It counts. Tray back no slide though. I don't think I've done that one in a while. Ugh. See, when I do this trick, I'm like, I'll just do tray crook. Tray crook just feels better. Or tray backboard. Saying made me feel like crap. Oh my god, dropping this thing. Tray 5-0. I don't think I've done that one. I might have done it once. And yeah, okay, I think I have done it once, but completely by accident. Not my trick. Not even kickflip 5-0 is my trick. Yeah. It's kind of hard to get a tray back no slide because you kind of got to under rotate. You got to under rotate your board by like give or take 90 degrees. You know what I mean? You don't got kickflip backside tail? I do have that. It's just, that's a pain. That's more of a pain than this trick. Alright, let's just move on. Let's just move on to the kickflip back tail. I don't do this one ever. Might take a minute. I was hoping that was it too. Because right now I'm taking sketchy. I don't care. I got nothing to prove, you know. Ooh, who don't got kickflip back tail? Who don't got kickflip back tail, son? I'm kidding. I need water though, hold on. Whew. You randomly get those down. Bro, that was like a pretty darn good kickflip back tail, low key. Oh, that's good water. We get those, bro. We get those. Look at my fingertips. That's how you know you've been seshing. You know a trick? This trick, in my opinion, is way harder than kickflip back tail. Okay? That kickflip back tail took me like 10 tries. And that was like one of the best ones I've ever done. Sadly. Alright, this trick's hard. You might be able to get it. I don't know. I don't know your experience with this trick. Kickflip front nose. This freaking trick, bro, is annoying. This trick's hard. Yeah, this trick sucks. Yeah, that trick's a pain. Ooh, I kissed it. I kissed it. I slid like this much. Yeah, this one's a pain. Especially sitting down. The one that gets me is kickflip front side tail. Yeah, that one I can't do either. Low key. I can do better kickflip front nose slides if I come this way. Like this. Because then I can just pop it, catch it. But I need to be standing for that, and I don't want to go through all the trouble. But kickflip front tail slides, that's a pain. I don't get this one. Yeah, this one sucks. This one doesn't make too much sense. It's because I suck at hard flips, and you kind of gotta flip it similar to the hard flip pop. Yeah, this is what I mean. I can't do this one to save my life. Kickflip front lips are kind of fun though when you get them. Oh, that was it. Yeah, this one sucks, bro. I hate this trick. Kickflip backsmith. If you can do kickflip backsmith though, I think that's cooler than kickflip backtail. Or even kickflip front smith, which I don't do too often. Lately, I've been doing the front smith kickflip out though. What is going on? What is going on here? Not gonna lie, this is I. What's up? For me, I got it at like, if it was a smith. Now I lost it, bro. Fakey flip nose slide. I've done it before. I have to do it coming this way though. Because coming this way is kind of awkward for my wrist. You know what I mean? But if you come at it this way, and you fakey flip into the nose slide, like this side, it's so much natural on the wrist. What's another one? I'll try this one. This one's not easy either. This is switch heel front board. So if you guys don't know, you do know. Switch heel flip front board. Yeah, this one sucks. It's fun when you get a good one, but it's really, really awkward. Oh, what was that, dude? I would love to turn this into switch heel front no slide. That would be... I would master that trick if I could do that. I'm not there yet. Not by a long shot. I can't even do the switch heel front board. See, for me, what makes sense to get switch front no slides, like I can switch flip into it, but I can only do that because I can switch flip front board pretty consistent. If my hand doesn't hit the edge. Yeah. So if I can get my switch hills as good as my switch flip front board, then I'll move on to switch heel front nose. At least that's what like makes sense in my head. I don't know. A fun one is switch front shove 50-50 backside flip out. I can't switch front shove that high, bro. I don't think I can even do a good switch front shove. That's my best one. Oh, almost did switch heel front 50. I hate this trick, bro. What's your finger placement for nollie hills? Probably like that right there. Sometimes lower, sometimes higher up, just depending on what I'm going for. But typically, right around there. Oh no, I can't land them now, bro. Oh. You guys see me? And switch, yeah. Switch hills feels better though. Switch hills like it's like right there. So my switch hills are like right there. You see that? Beautiful. I don't know why they just feel. I don't know. I just prefer switch hills over nollie hills. Which is funny because when I learned how to nollie hill a long time ago, I couldn't even do a switch hill to save my life. But now my switch hills are like better than nollie. So do that, but on the tips of your fingers. Is that how you do yours? Like that? That's weird. Like that? That's how you do them? Not for me, bro. Not for me. I mean, if it works, I see it working. I don't know how that works. Feels weird. Feels unnatural to me. Look at that, though. That's weird. They're like more consistent. And it, like, I don't know. It's funny. I probably won't switch to doing them like this, but this is funny that it's working. Like, it works, but it doesn't feel as good as this one. This flatter position. When your fingers are more flat and you get a switch hill and you land flat, it's like, ooh. But this is interesting. I didn't know that worked like that. That's weird. Plus, I'm trying to keep my switch flips, my switch hills to like imitate my switch flips. Now I can't switch flip, which is funny. Sometimes I get like a nice popped one too. When I like really start getting them. Because I gotta do these. I gotta switch hill. It's one of those tricks. I don't know about like everyone, but for me, I gotta do this trick like every day. If I don't do it and I like go without it for like 2 days, they really get bad. They get bad. I can do them flat, but that way makes it easier for other variations and trick combinations. Oh, man. Believe it or not, the way I learned switch hills was doing it down the 5-stair I have, because it just gave me a little bit more hang time. And just popping it and letting it like kind of glide, you know, and I was like, okay. And then I was getting them like this, like that, halfway. And I was like, okay, what do I do? How do I get it to rotate fully? So I went to the 5-stair and it was like barely getting some more rotation. And I was like, it's like right there, you know, it's so close. So then I just held it a little longer and I kind of tried to flick it a little harder, and it was like, that's how I learned how to do them. It wasn't like an air catch though. It was like heel flip, down the 5-stair, follow it all the way to the ground. Looked bad in slow motion. But I mean, over time they have gotten better. Right now I'm doing probably the worst ones I've ever done, but it's fine. There we go. That was a good one. Like when I land like that, closer. Instead of over here. Because sometimes I'll do really, really good ones and they'll like catch, but my fingers will be way up. And I'll be like, ah, why did it do that to me? Perfect rotation. Sucked up to my fingers, but my fingers were just too far over. Oh man, similar to switch trays, I don't know. I learned them by constantly doing them for a good period of time and changing my finger positioning. Yeah, definitely. Everyone's got that like little adjustment, you know, every little position that works best for it. Feels comfortable because everyone's fingers, for the most part, are pretty unique, and all of our fingers and hands have different experiences. So my experience mainly would be like an artistic background. So maybe like, and I'm just going on a whim here, but maybe my fingers are like trained different. And maybe, for instance, somebody's more of like a construction type of guy, or I don't know, someone that does like arts and crafts maybe, or like other things, like not so much like, you know, like different backgrounds. So like certain things probably feel a little bit more natural to them. So for this one, I guess it just feels natural to me doing it like this. I don't know. I'd like to dive into that though. Doing them like that helps when your setups aren't the same. That's another issue I deal with too. I don't know how often you switch your setups around, but man, I go through setups so crazy. Like I'm swapping setups all the time. Every time I get in a new setup, I'm like, oh, I gotta relearn nollie hills. I gotta relearn switch hills. Go to the G16. I'm like, all right, my nollie hills are gone. Switch hills are gone. What works best? So that sucks. Switching setups a lot sucks. That's why I want to stop doing that as much. That's another trick I used to have. Switch tray front crook. Also learning a bunch of new tricks, things that you don't really do. That kind of throws me off with switch heels because sometimes I'll be like practicing switch impossibles and I'll get these down and then I'll come back to switch heels or something and then switch heels are all gone, all messed up. That's why I don't be swapping setups, sweating up setups like that. Yeah, it sucks. It definitely sucks. That's probably why I lost my kickflips. Because I used to have a freaking mean kickflip, bro. Now they're gone. They're not like completely gone, but they're just not consistent like they used to be. Like I used to be able to kickflip nose grind all day. Now I'm lucky to kickflip. I also like setups that are a challenge. What do you mean by that? Like heavier? Longer? Shorter? I think a heavier boards are a little bit of a challenge. Because then you got to get used to it. Bro, this freaking tool is getting in the way. Oh, that was a good kickflip nose grind. That was a good one. I'm slowly getting my kickflips back. I want them better by like next month, or they're just more consistent. Such as different sizes. Okay, okay. That one felt good. The pop felt good. This is a board though I'm not gonna be afraid to like scratch up or sash the heck out of. This is a board I am going to beat the living heck out of. I'm making chili fries. What's up, Sticky? Where you been? I can't do it anymore, bro. Oh, I was going for the nose blunt. Midnight munchies time. Is it midnight? Oh crap, it is midnight. I've been live streaming for 3 hours, guys. Setup that you got to put effort into. Not something that just flips before you completely finish the movement. Really, if that makes sense. Yeah, I get what you're saying. That's why I've actually been liking this 6-play. A little bit heavier. Not crazy. It's by no means like a crazy heavy setup. But it's not light like my usual ones lately. So 16.19. So almost 16.2. I'd say it's like borderline heavy, but it's not like crazy heavy. It's on the heavier side. But when you get into like 17 grams, pushing 18, I had a setup that was 19 grams. That's heavy. That's just straight up heavy. But sometimes you have to, man. I don't think I'm ever gonna land this. I like a heavy setup. I would say I like heavier over lighter. This one's a little bit on the lighter side. I think it's under 14 grams. So it's harder to keep board control on a lighter setup than it is. Because once you get the heavier setup down and you get comfortable with it, your board control is going to be good, you know. But the lighter setup, sometimes it's just like if you're outside and wind catches this thing, you're going to go like, I don't know. Board rails. Board rails are not bad. I might put some on in the near future. I can't get the kickflip nose blunt though. It's a crazy trick. I don't get how people do that. More hang time, maybe? I don't know. Try to delay flick. Bro, you can't. Bro, I can barely kickflip. So getting advanced with it, it's never gonna work. Oh, there it is. Dang it. That landing was pretty bad. You've been saying that for hella long, gang. Less is more. Bro, what do you think I'm doing kickflips for, Ghostface? I cannot do them. That's why I'm doing them, so I can get them back. Less is more, though. Less is more. Someone said, ooh. No, you're overdoing that movement. Also stretch your wrist before. Sticky, you got kickflip frontside nose blunt. Be more relaxed, dog. Like stretch all the way to the right. I was just doing nose blunts. I feel like that's my practice. Nollie nose blunts is way easier though. I just got 2 of those in a row. I meant your answer on putting board rails on. Oh, I always say that. I always say I'm going to do that. Here's a trick for you guys. Since you guys are so good at nose blunts. All right. There you go. Do that one. Do that one, Ghostface. Since you're coaching me on nose blunts. Do a nollie flip into a nose blunt, brah. And at me. You too, girl fingerboards. I saw you talking crap in Sticky stream the other day. Just messing around, guys. Just have fun with it, man. It's never that serious, guys. Although I need to put Loctite on these freaking... Hold on. I'm going to do this real quick. Nollie flip front side nose blunt. Yeah, bro. I just did it. I want you to film it and send it to me. The day your hand gets better. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's just a friendly challenge, you know. You don't got to take it serious. I think it's fun to, like, mess around with your homies. Because it kind of, especially with a little bit of, like, crap talk. Not like crap talk, but, like kind of like dissing. Because it kind of, like, motivates them to, like, prove you wrong, you know? Like, all right, I see what you're saying, you know? At least that's how I kind of grew up. Like, not serious, but you know what I mean? You did? What'd you do? I gotta get this, little bit of Loctite goes a long way. Especially if you ride loose trucks. Literally, just that much right there goes a long way. Right there. That's all you need. You can be a little generous. But realistically, you don't need that much. Also got nollie flip front side nose blunt, nollie flip out. I don't think you do, bro. I don't think you do. I need to see that. I'm just busting your legs, bro. Don't worry. Don't take anything I say serious. If you get offended, it's on you, okay? It's not on me. Imagine that's how I was. I was just a jerk. Just arguing with everyone in chat. But no, for reals, if you actually do got that trick, bro, send me some clips, man. I'll do that for you right now, too. I can front blunt, but I can FB, but nollie flips kind of hurt. Let me just, but I'll try. All right, so that's got to sit. That's got to sit for like, give or take 10 minutes. I gotta check my phone battery, see if we're good to go. Oh yeah, we're all right. We're doing good. No, you bugging right now. Bruh, it's in your head if you think I'm bugging. I'm chilling. Bro, let's be honest, okay? You know I can kickflip. I did a kickflip back tail, kickflip nose grind, front Smith kickflip out. What else did I do that was kickflip related? Kickflip front lip like 10 times. I did kickflip front nose blunt that last time. Kickflip over the barrier. I mean, come on, bro. You know I like to just say I can't kickflip. Like my kickflips aren't consistent, but I can kickflip. Tray flip. Let me use a different setup. Because that one has Loctite on it, and I don't want to. Now I got to dial in the setup. I'm just complaining. There you go. There's a tray flip. I got some fun ones today that make me want to post and edit. Just waiting for that board to dry, and then we'll get back onto, I don't know, kickflip. Oh, I did a kickflip front crook earlier today, too. See, this board feels weird after using that one. Maybe I'll just do some simple grinds. You know for a fact you don't got heel flip backside nose slide. I do. I actually do have that trick, bro. What do you mean? Probably not like within 50 tries, but I got it. Using a different board too, by the way. This is gonna suck. Let me find a. Let me try the G15. Maybe that'll. You don't think I got this trick, bro? I got this trick. What are you on? Hold on, let me let my cat out. No one's out. I'm about to prove you wrong right now, Ghostface. Since you think you're just so much better than I am. About to prove you wrong, bro. Ooh, he'll flip back crook, bro. Yeah, now you're kind of doubting it. You're like, oh, maybe he does have it. Maybe he does have it. Telling you, bro, I got it. Trust. What about kickflip? Backside lip to Tail slide, front shove. How do you want me to go from back lip to tail slide, though? Explain that one to me. I think you're just throwing out the craziest combos you can think of now. Jesus. I kind of want to try heel flip back crook. Heel flip backboard. All right, hold on. I'm getting hot. I'm cooking in here, bro. I'm cooking. It's been a while. It's been a while. What you mean you did it? On a ledge, maybe. Not on a rail. Because on a ledge, look at, if you do lip, then you can go to tail. But if you go to lip on this, you know how hard that is to go to a tail? Oh, there you go. He'll flip back, no slide. Fingerboard takes time, not gonna lie. I'm like, F left my off. It's a for sure art. The effing clip too. Yeah, but you did it on a ledge, bro. What do you mean? Do it on one of these. And tell me if you did it on this or not, though. Better yet, just send it to me. But I don't know. You know how hard it is to get out of a lip slide? Look at that. And then you want me to kickflip, flip. I'll do your trick. Tell you what, I'll do your trick. Bro challenging me right now, bro. Bro putting my integrity on the line. And let me just get some sticky tack real quick, bro. And I did your heel flip back no slide. It wasn't pretty, but it was it. And I switched setups. And you gave me the end pass. But yeah, you know you did it on a ledge, huh? Be honest, bro. I know you know. I know you did it on a ledge. I'll do it on a ledge. I'll do it on a ledge. My guy really thinks I'm that bad at fingerboarding, doesn't he? All right, all right. I'm about to make you earn your money right now, bro. About to make you earn that money. Let me just get all this gunk off. We should have more streams like this where I'm all hostile to chat, you know? It's kind of fun. Don't worry. I got you. Kickflip, back lip, tail slide, shove it out, front shove out. Say less. Say less, bro. By the way, anyone that's wondering, I'm just completely messing around with Ghostface. He's a homie. If I didn't know he couldn't handle a little back and forth messing around, I wouldn't be giving him crap. but we're just having fun. Okay. Okay, that's pretty solid. Okay, so kickflip, backlip, tail, front shove out. Oh. I need my other board. This thing's got no concave. It's flat. I actually think fingerboards are banned in other countries. Bro, you gotta elaborate on that one. What are you saying, Coach? At this point, I'm gonna say F and break in even if I break my hand. Word to me, mama. I need this board back. Loctite should be good by now, right? The thing is, it's such a long obstacle, so I gotta really get positioned for this. Maybe I should have used that little edge, like low key. Oh, there you go, bro. That was ugly, huh? It's just a front shove out. It's gonna be challenging. I'll do it on a jersey too, because you want me to prove you wrong. Bro, I'm telling you, you're not gonna get it. Look at that right there, bro. Look at that. Look at that, bro. Kickflip, backlip, tail, the front shove out, bro. Just did it for you. What else you got? But hey, low key, if you do get it on a jersey barrier or a rail, definitely send that, bro, because that's not easy. All right, it's my turn. It's my turn to challenge you to a trick, okay? I want you to do, and we're doing combos now, bro. You got me in the combo mood. Nollie kickflip, back nose slide, switch tray or nollie tray out. I'm gonna do this even if I F up my hand again. I want you to pay attention to this trick too. Rewind it, do what you gotta do, but when I land it, make sure you watch it. Kickflip, nose grind, nollie heel out. Bro, that's light work. I was just messing around on that one. Say less. We all dialed in right now. Ghostface got me filming my freaking sponsor me tape right now. I got you with the nollie flip, backside no slide, nollie hill. No, 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 buddy. It's gotta be the trick I'm doing, just like I did the ones you wanted me to do. There you go. Watch it. I hope you watched it. I hope you watched it, bro. You better rewind it if you didn't. Nollie kickflip, back no slide, nollie tray out. I want to see that one on film, Ghostface. Since everyone's sleeping on me, bro, everyone thinks I'm just mediocre. Everyone thinks I don't got it anymore, bro. No, no, I still got it, bro. I still got it. I'm just messing with you guys. I'm not that arrogant. I'm not that cocky. I'm just messing with Ghostface. But no, I can do, bro. Rewound it. Hold up. I can do some bangers, guys. I can do some bangers. Just because I don't always do bangers doesn't mean I can't do some bangers. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Ghostface, I hope you watched it back, bro. I need more water, though. Hold on. Here's one of my favorite sayings, okay? Some men die of dehydration, or some men drowned while others die of dehydration. It's one of the best. It's one of the best. Ghostface been awfully quiet over there after I landed that nollie kickflip backside nose slide nollie tray out. Got you, it's gonna hurt, not gonna lie, but F it. Did you rewind it, bro? Did you watch it? Seen it live. Don't worry, bro. I got plenty more combos for you after that, okay? Plenty more. Plenty more. Next one, we're doing switchback Smith. Switch kickflip to nose grind. So, bam, bam, bam. Okay? That's the next one we're doing. I hope you film it, bro. I want to see proof on that one because that's not an easy one. No, I didn't do that one good. This is the one too, right here. There it is, bro. Hope you saw that one. Since you're sleeping on me, Ghostface. Sleeping on me, bro. But we're not done yet, bro. After you get this one on film, okay? After you get this one on film, there's one more I got for you. Got another one for you. You're gonna love it too. You're gonna love this one. Oh, my neck is killing me, bro. Oh, I don't think you guys heard me, but you got nollie front shove, backside nose blunt. Be free zone. Nollie front shove, back nose blunt. Nah, I don't got it. I would try that one for like 3 days and not get it. I know I can't do that one. I know I can't do that one. But here's a fun one if you got it. It's a simple one. Switch shove it, nose grind. Harder, but still simple. I don't know if I can do it. Yeah, there you go. That was a good one. Keep in mind, this thing is pretty tall. It's almost as tall as a Black River round rail. I just did it, bro. Switch shove it, nose grind. We can actually take this one up a notch too. We can do regular shove it, nose grind, nollie flip out. There you go. There you go. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Since you like the trick in and trick out kind of guy. I know who you are, Ghostface. Yeah, it is a weird one. I mean, I think that one's weird, but the one you said is probably weirder, where you do a nollie front shove it to backside nose blunt. That's weird. That's weird. Never in my life would I try that. Never in my life would I naturally think of trying that, you know? That's a hard one. I messed with that, not gonna lie. Which one? Which one did you mess with? Shove it, nose grind, nollie flip out? I think it's a pretty... I wouldn't say that's a hard move. It's just... It's a challenging move. But it's not usually a crowd pleaser. Unlike tray flip, nose grind, nollie flip out. That's a crowd pleaser. Should we go for it? I almost had it right there. Oh, I just got water on my grip. You got front shove it, backside crook. Nollie flip out? I don't think so. I can't front shove it that good. No, I don't think I can do it. The last trick, I'm uncultured. The last trick, I'm uncultured. What do you mean? Oh, the pop shove it nose grind? Nollie flip out? That's a cool one. That's a cool one. I think it looks cooler if you just do a nollie flip in and then a nollie flip out. Shows a little bit more versatility. I don't know. But shove it nose grinds, I think that's an underrated trick. Because if you can get a good one, it looks really good. I don't do them like I used to, but... What else you want from me, Ghostface? You want the heat? You want the full force, bro? I got another trick for you if you want the heat. Nollie front shoves are a weird feeling, but it's a fun one. So you get it. I just can't do it, bro. I can't rotate that way. I can do nollie backslide, shove it to a back crook or a nose grind. I didn't really land that one though. Should I land it? You want me to put the hammer down, Ghostface? I got a couple hammers in my bag. Nollie shove it, backside, nose slide. Nollie out is a fun one too. See, my issue right now is I don't have much run up. I've done that one like once though. That one. Solar FB, what's up? How you been? You're on late. Solar FB is on late. Oh, it was the worst one. Kind of got it though. It was ugly. It was ugly. I wouldn't count it, but the vision's there. 7:42 a.m. Where you at? You must be in Europe. UK. Try to get fancy with it. Are you the guy with the carbon FB? The guy. Does bro not know me? Not that I should be known, but. Is that how you know me? That's a better question. Is that how you know me? The guy with the carbon board? A bit. Yeah, that's me. I'm that guy with the carbon board. Also doing that, but you catch it with your middle finger. Try and do this one. Right? And then nollie shove it back out. Maybe I'll do nollie big spin out. And for sticky, that is how I know you. Oh, you know me through sticky. How do you know me through sticky? That's a good question. Shove, front size, no slide, nollie, shove out is a weird feeling one, but fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a weird one. That's a weird one. S-tier fingerboarding, my guy. Sometimes. Some tricks, sometimes, yeah. Usually not, though. Usually we're just chilling, you know. Usually I'm just doing simple, basic tricks. Maybe a couple flat ground tricks. But then I'll admit it, sometimes I'm provoked, and then I get sent down a rabbit hole, and I'm like, all right, bro. You're going to make me do some bangers. I'm going to be pushed into that corner. I'll do some bangers, but usually those are just for filming. That's a fun one. I haven't done that one in a while. Back Smith, kickflip, back nose slide. I want Ghostface to do that one. That's a fun one. Oh, that was ugly. That was ugly. Oh, that was the one. You got fakie front side nose slide, heel out. I don't. I can't pop into fakie nose slide. Plus it would be switch heel out. Because you're fakie nose slide. Switch heel. But no, I can't freaking do that. I can't. I don't know why that trick's so awkward, because every time I try it, I hit this. Or if I try to roll over like this and pop it, I can't. I don't know how people do that. Yeah, that one's not happening. That's an awkward one. That's decent. We gotta get this trick though. Or at least get a good one. A good attempt. What, for real? Yeah, I can't do that trick. Maybe if I was like way back here. Yeah, I can't do it. God dang, bro. This backsmith. Why is it catching? Fakey flip. Backside tail. It's weird too. Anything backside. Fakey. Anything fakey backside. You gotta pop like early. It's not like switch, you know? Oh. Alright guys, Ghostface, it was fun, it was a blast, but it wasn't a very fun blast. Alright, I'm ending it. Almost 4 hours in, bro. My phone is cooked. Alright, I gotta go. I gotta end it, bro. Alright, peace. Hit me up, Ghostface. Send me some clips. All that good stuff. Hard flip backside 5-0. Not happening, bro. I can barely hard flip on flat. Barely. But I'm out of here. Peace. Peace, 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 peace.